Hello students, welcome back to the online video classes. In the previous class, we have completed our discussion on biodiversity and its conservation. Now, today we will start on new topic, that is economic importance of plants and animals. In the previous class, I have told you that we are exploiting the plants and animals. We are using them in excess amount, and so their population is declining at a very high rate, and there is a high time to conserve them. But in today's class, we will discuss the economic importance of these plants and animals, and if we will use them in a judicious, in a sustainable manner, then they will have they will prove as a very beneficial economically as well as for the survival of human life. So, first of all, this study of economic benefits of plants and their products is economic botany. So, it is the branch in which we will study the economically beneficial plants as well as their products. Several categories are divided. So, first of all, food plants. The plants from which food is obtained, that is cereals, pulses, oil, spices, beverages and vegetables and fruits. Cereals from which starch is obtained, pulses from which protein is obtained, oil from which fatty acids, hydrocarbons and esters are obtained, spices and beverages, that is tea and coffee, vegetables and fruits. These are obtained from the plants, and these foods provide us energy. So, you can imagine now that how important food and plants from which food is obtained are important for us. So, now we will discuss these food plants from which food is obtained in detail. So, first of all, cereals. The cereals is also an important group of the food plants which will belong to the family grass, that is Gramineae or Poaceae family. The main source is the starch, which is a respiratory substrate in human body. Some of the important cereals is wheat, that is Triticum aestivum. The scientific name of wheat is Triticum aestivum. It is sown as the rabi crop, and the improved varieties of wheat are Sonalika, Kalyan Sona, Sharbati Sonura. These are the varieties of the wheat. Then rice, that is Oryza sativa. It is the kharif crop and is the topmost. India is one of the topmost country in the rice production in all over the world. The important varieties of rice are Basmati, Swarndana, Jaya and Ratna and Sona. These are the important very high yielding varieties of rice, and wheat, that is Sonalika, Kalyan Sona, Sharbati Sonura. These are the varieties of wheat. So, the both wheat and rice are the important major component of our food. After them, there is maize, that the scientific name is Gia maize. It is also sown as a kharif crop, and the important varieties are Vijay, Shakti and Ratan. After that, the pearl millets, the scientific name is Panicetum typhoides. It is also a kharif crop and is an important millet cereal. So, these are the cereals from which starch is obtained. Wheat, that is Triticum aestivum, rice, Oryza sativa, maize, Gia maize and pearl millet, that is Panicetum typhoides. These are the cereals from which starch is obtained. After that, the next category is about pulses, in which protein is in abundant amount. So, first one is the gram, that is Cicer arientinum. It is a rabi crop in which in India it has a very high production, as India is one of the top countries in the world for the production of gram. It is also known as the king of pulses, that is the gram. The scientific name is Cicer arientinum. Then the red grams, that is Cajanus cajan, then P, that is Pisum sativum. You have studied in the genetics that Gregor Mendel, the scientist, does his experiments on the pea plant during explaining the laws of genetics, laws of inheritance, that is law of dominance, segregation and independent assortment. He uses the plant, that is pea plant, whose scientific name is Pisum sativum. Then groundnut, that is Arachis hypogea. The word hypogea indicates that it is grown inside the earth. You might have seen the groundnuts, and India is the largest producer of groundnut in all over the world. Then the next pulses is the soya bean, that is Glycine max, which has the highest amount of protein in all over among the pulses. So, these are soya bean, whose scientific name is Glycine max. Then comes the next category, that is oil yielding plants. in which hydrocarbons, esters, fatty acids are present. Oils are basically divided into three categories. First one is the edible oils, that is the eatable, which is used as a food. That is, the examples of these ones are oil of groundnut, sesame, coconut, soya bean, ulsi and the sunflower. These are the edible oils which can be used as a part of food. The second one is the non-edible oil, in which castor and turpentine oils are included. Then the perfumed oil, that is kapoor, sandal, clove and khass oil. These are the oils which have perfumery smells and are used for these kinds of purposes. So these were the three categories of oil yielding plants. Then the important spices, in which first one is the black pepper, the second one is cumin, that is jeera, then red chili, then fennel, that is saunf, coriander, that is dhania, and clove, that is long, ajwain, turmeric, that is haldi, and aswatida, that is hing, ginger, and dalchini, that is cinnamon, and cardamom, that is elaichi. So these are the spices which are used for improving the taste and also have nutritional qualities. So after spices, there are tea and coffee, that is beverages which are used in India. The tea, which is obtained from the young leaves of the plants, that is Camellia sinensis. This is the tea. And coffee, that is Coffea arabica, which is obtained from the roasted seeds of the plant. So these are the beverages, tea and coffee. Then after beverages, there are vegetables. Vegetables are obtained from the roots, stem, leaf, inflorescence and fruits. So vegetables are rich in vitamins, minerals and water. They also have abundant amount of fibers. So vegetables are obtained from various parts of plants, that is root, stem, leaf, flower, fruit and seed. First of all, the vegetables which are obtained from fruits. First one is the carrot, that is Daucus carota. Here you have to learn the scientific, that is the botanical names from which these vegetables and fruits are known in the all over the world, especially in the scientific world. So you have to remember the scientific names of these vegetables, fruits and pulses. So first of all, the vegetable which is obtained from roots, that is carrot, that is Daucus carota. The second one is radish, that is Raphanus sativus. The third one is turnip, that is Brassica rapa, and sweet potato, that is Epomia batatus. So these are the vegetables which are obtained from the roots. I am repeating them. First one is the carrot, that is Daucus carota. Second one is radish, that is Raphanus sativus. Third one is turnip, that is Brassica rapa, and the fourth one is sweet potato, that is Epomia batatus. These were the vegetables which are obtained from the root part of the plant. Then the second one which are obtained from the stem. First of all, potato, that is Solanum tuberosum, and the herb, that is Colocasia esculenta. These are obtained from the stem. Then the leaves which are obtained from the leaf. First one is the spinach, that is Spinacia oleracea. The second one is fenugreek, that is the methi leaves, that is Trigonella phenum grisum. This is the scientific name of fenugreek. Third one is Bathua, that is Chenopodium album. These are the plants which are obtained from the leaf. Then comes the vegetables which are obtained from the inflorescence, that is cauliflower, Brassica oleracea, the varieties botrytis. Cauliflower, cabbage, knoll, cole, all are Brassica oleracea, but they are having different types of varieties. So cauliflower, the name itself reveals that it obtained from the inflorescence and it is Brassica oleracea and the variety is botrytis. After them, the vegetables which are obtained from the fruits. First one is tomato, that is Lycopersicum esculentum, brinjal, that is Solanum melongena, then ladyfinger, that is bhindi, Abelmoschus esculentus, and cluster bean, that is guar, which is also obtained from the fruit part of the plant, that is Synopsis tetragonoloba. So these are the scientific names of the vegetables which are obtained from the fruit part. After vegetables, which are abundant amount of vitamins and minerals. Along with vegetables, there are fruits which are also rich in water amount, vitamins, minerals. And so the first fruit is mango, that is Mangifera indica. Second one is banana, that is Musa paradisiaca. Third one is orange, that is Citrus reticulata. Fourth one is guava, that is Cydium guajava. Fifth one is papaya, that is Carica papaya, and the custard apple, that is Ananas squamata. So these are the fruits which are used in the food. So the plants from which fruits are obtained, so first of all the fruit is mango, Mangifera indica, second one is banana, that is Musa paradisiaca, third one is orange, that is Citrus reticulata, guava, that is Cydium guajava, and papaya, that is Carica papaya, and custard apple, that is Annona squamata. Then the medicinal plants. The plants from which chemical substances which have medicinal values are obtained. So these plants are medicinal plants. Several plants in which stem have the chemical substances used as medicines. So first one is turmeric, that is haldi, curcuma longa. The second one is ginger, that is Gingiber officinale. Third one is garlic, which is very beneficial for the diabetic patients, that is Allium sativum, and guggul, that is Commiphora victi. So these are the medicinal plants. Along with them there are ashwagandha, opium, sarpagandha, guggul, and safed musli. These are the plants which are used for the medicinal values. So the medicinal values obtained from stem, first of all turmeric, then ginger, garlic, and guggul. Then from the roots, first one is the serpent root, sarpagandha, Raufolfia serpentiana. Chlorophytum, that is safed musli, whose scientific name is Chlorophytum tuberosum, and the third one is ashwagandha, that is Withania somnifera, which have the medicinal values in their roots. Then comes the plants in which medicinal values comes from the bark. First one is quinine, that is Cinchona officinalis, and the second one is arjun, that is Terminalia arjuna. These are the plants in which medicinal values are present in their bark. Then comes the plants in which medicinal values obtained from their leaves. First one is aloe, that is Guar patha, in which aloe vera. Second one is ocimum, that is tulsi, ocimum sanctum, and the third one is brahmi, that is Centella asiatica. So these are the plants in which medicinal values are present in their leaves. Then the fifth one is the medicinal plants in which medicinal values are obtained from fruits. First one is opium, from which morphine is obtained, which have medicinal uses in the painful surgeries and in the labor pains. So opium, that is Papaver somniferum, and amla, that is ambelic, which is used for as an immunity booster. It has an abundant amount of vitamin C, that is Amblyca officinalis. So these are the medicinal values, plants having the medicinal values. So after medicinal values, the plants which are from which we obtain timber and fiber, we will study them, that is fiber yielding plants, the plants which are used for making ropes, sheets, and clothes. So first one is the fiber yielding, first of all jute, that is Corchorus capsularis. Second one is cotton, that is Gossypium species. Third one is sun hemp, that is Crotalaria juncea, and the fourth one is Cocos nocifera. Jute, that is Corchorus capsularis. Coconut, that is Gossypium. Third one is sun hemp, that is Crotalaria juncea, and the fourth one is coconut, that is Cocos nucifera. After the fiber yielding plants, the timber yielding plants, that is wood, which also provides us the shelter and for making the furnitures. So there are several timber yielding plants like dicot plants and gymnosperm plants. Basically the plants which have secondary growth, which can have wood, only used for making timber or for furniture. The monocot plants which are not having any kind of secondary growth are not used, as there is no production of wood in their plant structure. So first example is teak, that is Tectona grandis. Second one is sal, that is Shorea robusta. Third one is shisham, that is Dalbergia siso. Fourth one is rohida or marwar teak, that is Tectonella undulata. Then the fifth one is khejdi. Khejdi is the state tree of Rajasthan, that is Prosopis cinerea, which is grown in the desert area. And the sixth one is deodar, that is Citrus deodara, which is found in the Rocky Mountains. So these are the plants, that is fiber yielding and timber. I am repeating their names. First of all jute, that is Corchorus capsularis. The second one is cotton, that is Gossypium species. Then sun hemp, that is Crotalaria juncea. Coconut, that is Cocos nucifera. Then timber yielding, first of all teak, that is Tectona grandis. Sal, that is Shorea robusta. Shisham, that is Dalbergia siso. Rohida or marwar teak, that is Tectonella undulata, and khejdi, that is Prosopis cinerea, and deodar, that is Citrus deodar. So these are the plants which are used for making furnitures. So in today's class we have discussed the economic importance of plants, basically the three categories. First of all, food plants, in which cereals which have starch as a respiratory substrate, then pulses having protein content, oil having fatty acids, hydrocarbons and esters, spices having nutritional qualities as well as improving the taste of food, then beverages, tea and coffee, vegetables and fruits, and the various plant parts from which vegetables and fruits are obtained. Then the second category is of the medicinal plants, in which ashwagandha, opium, sarpagandha, guggul, safed musli, aloe vera, garlic, these are included. Then the timber and fiber related plants, in which teak, shisham, jute, cotton, rohida and khejdi are involved. So that's why the forests are very important, as from them the plants and the various wild varieties also are used, their genetic varieties are used for the economic benefits, for resistance power to the insects. So today we discussed the economic importance of plants, and in the next class we will discuss the economic importance of animals. Thank you.